What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bright and welcome. I missed you guys. You guys missed me. Okay, anyways, before I leave my house today, I just thought I'll pop open this camera. We're gonna have a little chat. Talk about a lot of interior design related content because, you know, it's been a while. Hasn't been that long. It kind of has been. But I really want to sit here. No judgment zone, you guys. We're just gonna get ready together. Get dressed. If you gotta get ready, do your morning routine, makeup as well. Sit down, pop open, you know, a bottle of wine. That's how you start your mornings. Or grab some tea, grab some coffee, whatever you need, and let's just get chatting. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna start off my makeup and we're just gonna have a chat about color. So color tends to scare a lot of people, like when applying it to their spaces, and I totally get it. But one thing you do need to remember is that don't be afraid of color, especially when you're painting. Painting is the best and easiest way to apply color to your space. If you're still too afraid to like commit to something, remember you can just paint it over, okay? Let me just like prime my face. Does anyone else setting spray do this? Because mine literally sprays me so aggressively that I have to now do that to apply it. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna let these dry. So let's talk about color. So when it comes to applying color to your space, it doesn't necessarily have to be super aggressively done where everything you select in your home is in color. Your base for your space can still stay white. You can have a white base and everything else you can use color as an accent. So most, you know, normally people will do that in like accessories and like your little pillows, and a little bit of decor in your artwork. But I wanna talk about how you can use paint to really drastically enhance the space. And there's some cool examples I found that I just wanna plug in here and show you guys. I love this little chats we're having. I feel like I'm gonna keep filming my videos like this. Okay, so if you're thinking of using color in some way, but you really don't know how to use the color in your space, one way that you can easily do this is like painting your trim. Paint your trim. You don't have to paint the entire wall. I found this really beautiful example on Pinterest just to show you guys exactly what I mean, but you can paint it any color you want. You can make that black, you can make it like a pop of color. It can be the color you've been hoping and wanting to try out so much, but you've been so scared to do it because you're like traumatized of like really colorful interiors and you think it's gonna look like a kid's playroom. Babe, it's paint. It's literally paint. You can paint it back if it doesn't work, but paint it. Side conversation, honestly, I normally make videos every year about new trends that are happening and like trends of 2020, you know, past times that are not coming back into this current times. And honestly, like after giving it some thoughts, I've also seen lots of designers do this. And you know, every year there's magazines that'll tell you what's trending and what's not trending anymore. And you know what? One thing I've been reminding myself and reminding my clients, reminding people around me is you cannot decorate or design your space based on trends. You really cannot. Yes, there are certain things that I've overdone and I myself cannot stand anymore, aka boucle and sherpa, things like that. Like it looks beautiful, but I also work in the furniture industry, so I see these things every day. And I personally will probably not pick it for my space, but doesn't mean you can't do things that you see that you love, that, you know, you want to put in your space. Babe, put it in your space. And I probably won't really make those videos as much anymore just because like I will probably make a video telling you guys what's trending and what's like, you know, coming up. And if you guys want to see that video, let me know. I'll most likely film that for you guys. But talking about things that are completely out and you should never do, I don't think I'll make a video like that just because like it's not fair. I feel like if you love something enough for your space, then put it in your space because at the end of the day, it is your space. If it makes you happy, if it makes you think, wow, I love being home. This shit makes me so happy. Like seeing the shiplap, oh, I hate shiplap. Seeing this makes me so excited. Be excited and do what makes you happy. I won't tell you otherwise, but do not, and I mean do not design based on trends. You're going to regret it. because you're always going to be constantly, and I mean constantly, chasing trends. And it's never going to feel done. It's always going to feel ugly. You're going to be sick and tired of it. Decorate or design your space based on your personal life. And are you a person who loves art? Are you a person who loves, eclectic things that are very interesting in like odd ways? Do you collect plates and you want to display that? Like, do you collect boats and you want to display that? Like, get creative with your space. Make it very personalized, that your besties from 10 houses down don't have the same thing you do, because then that's just so boring. Don't go to Pinterest to get inspo. Do get inspo, but don't copy and paste. That's plagiarism. It's not really plagiarism, but kind of plagiarism. It's just kind of boring. Do your own thing. And that's why we're having this conversation about color. After this video, you're gonna look at all these inspo pictures I found for you, and you're gonna walk away and be like, how can I use color to transform my space? And then you're gonna send me photos of what you did, because I really wanna see them. When we talk about painting your space, you can use paint to really enhance your space in ways like make it look bigger, make it look smaller, make it look, shorter. You can bring the ceilings down. You can visually heighten your room. You can make it feel brighter. You can make it feel moodier and darker. And I'm gonna pop some examples of how you can do that. Let's say you wanted eyes to just draw to the very end of the space and you want everyone to kind of ignore whatever is happening. Paint everything else dark and then leave the very, very back wall a lighter color, almost even white if you wanted. And boom, your eyes, when you walk in there, your first sight is gonna be that back wall. Paint can be the way that you can manipulate your space and make it look very visually interesting. And if it's done right, you're gonna be super, super happy with it. Shout out to this concealer for concealing my freaking insecurities. That's why I'm not insecure. It's 2023. We a bad bitch. We a bad bitch. Baddie. Okay. There's no rules when it comes to design. If you've gotta just make things, like, you gotta manipulate it visually for it to make sense, then do it. And the only way sometimes to do that is paint. And if you are broke and don't have a lot of money to buy like tens of thousands of dollars of furniture, babes, no, not a lot of people do. Paint is literally oh my God, you guys underestimate the power of paint. And that is why we're having this whole discussion today about paint and how and why you should be using it. And like I said, do not be afraid of it. Like, it's paint. You can paint it over. Even if you're renting, that is the best way to, like, if you're in an apartment, you have, like, very, very, like, limited, if you're very limited on what you can do in your space because your landlord's not going to give you back your deposit, then yeah, girl, then just use paint. I really think this is the most ghetto makeup I've ever done in my entire existence, but am I doing it for you? Yes, I am. Such an aggressive love, but I love you guys. I actually do. I actually really do enjoy sitting down and filming. This is like fun because I enjoy talking to myself, and like sitting here and doing this is kind of therapeutic. Okay, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope that you got something out of it, and you're gonna be making some great upgrades to your spaces. And you're gonna send me all these photos. Like, follow me on my Instagram, Truly Bright Interiors. You can also follow Adontes on Instagram. I'm over here. Yeah.